An ideal family is my friends, my close friends, my biological family. You don't have to be related to me by blood to be my family. So like an ideal family to me is just anybody who I have close ties to.
My ideal family, loving institutions that support the needs to grow of all members.
An ideal family for me would be a family where parents stay together, because my parents were divorced and that caused a lot of hardship in our family. So then just like one or two brothers or sisters, so they aren't like bored or anything, so they have someone to hang out with. So really just like a family that's really close-knit and are there for each other.
I think the ideal family is not a matter of like a mom and dad and 2.5 kids like we were talking about. It's definitely much more about like the interactions of the family, because there's plenty of families that are like two parents in a heterosexual relationship with kids who are completely screwed up and awful, and it's much more about like the relationships between the kids and whoever is the parents in the family, and it's about like them getting along and like growing and being good people, much more than it is about like the makeup of like who is in a family unit. And also, like some families function really well with like 2 or 3 people in like a nuclear sort of setting who get along well, and then others have like giant families where like cousins and grandparents and stuff are as much a part of your everyday life as as like your actual like direct blood relatives. So I think it's entirely variable and like much more about people's actions and relationships than it is about like any other.
So my ideal family, I'm fortunate enough, I think, to have created my ideal family between the love that I have with my wife, the respect that we show each other, the fun that we have. We created these 2 incredible little offspring that both have so much potential, and that's an ideal family. We have each other, we have the rest of our lives to spend together, and we're fully committed to each other. So in my mind, that's ideal.
The ideal family to me means unconditional love, support, affection, culture, making your own traditions, combining aspects of both families, like both partners, just making it one, and having like true unconditional love and forgiveness involved. There should be a lot. I feel that there should be a lot of gratitude, a lot of acceptance, growth. Growth is a huge thing in family. A lot of support, definitely behind you, and encouragement moving forward in life. Because growth, you need encouragement as well with your support. Family, good food, because that's the cultures. What else? Serenity and peace in family as well. I think all of those encompassing each other, I think that would be an ideal family. All the love surrounding, happy faces, support, encouragement, love, like that's the ideal family.
Okay, so basically I think a family consists of a father and a mother who love you. Mother adds a love that's really unique that a father doesn't have, and also a father complements that with a few different attributes that he himself has. He contributes a lot of other stuff that a mother can't, and also people that love you, and yeah, just lots of love.
So to me, an ideal family is like, you have parents and then a daughter and a son. So it's a family of 4 where they're all getting together, they're really well connected, and there's a good, really solid relationship between the children and the parents. But then again, that's something that we think about and we hope to achieve. So most of the time a family is not like that. In my family it's a family of 5, and there's utter chaos between us siblings, and there's going to be ups and downs in the family relationship, and it's not always going to be perfect. But if you think about it, that's what makes up a family. When you have those ups and downs, when you have the struggles, the fights, that really brings it all in, and that's what defines a family.
A conglomerate of people who care about each other on a deep level, It doesn't necessarily have to have a specific gender or specific roles. I think it mostly just revolves around any people who really care about each other and, you know, work together and rely on each other in some way. That's my thought.
My husband would be my current boyfriend right now, and we would have a girl and a boy. The boy would be older, so you know, it could protect the girl. And I wanted to name them Prince and Princess, but maybe not, that's just stupid. But I would have the boy do, you know, like some karate or something like that. Play a sport, you know, it has to be sporty. Smart too. Same with the girl, but she does ballet and piano. So, they're all very, you know, obedient, or else, you know, I wouldn't like that. And, I don't know, just something perfect. Like, my perfect family, yeah.
The idea of a perfect family, I believe, is almost nearly impossible because there's so many different perspectives that you could say for a perfect family, and I believe that nothing is perfect in the world and that achieving perfection is impossible and will drive you insane. But a realistic family is one who loves you and cares for you and who's always going to be there, like through the ups and downs, thick and thin. You can argue all you want, but at the end of the day, when they need you, you'll be there for them. And I believe that a perfect family will be always accepting, always helpful, and has good intentions for one another. But I don't believe that that's what happens, even though people could be trying to achieve that. Just because you have good intentions doesn't mean that the outcome is what you would expect it to be.
An ideal family for me is where you can somewhere which everyone in it doesn't need to be your siblings or your parents, but where you feel really comfortable, you can really be yourself, and people around you at that particular place, that particular surrounding, even though they don't understand you, but they have that effort in trying to understand you, and they can shower you with love. And for me, family is where you feel most comfortable with. You really be who you are, not pretending, not, you know, and you can say whatever you want. That is an ideal family.
To me, an ideal family is much different than what an actual family is around, especially in America. In America, we have our problems, and every family, I think, portrays that they're a perfect family, which is loving and nurturing and providing. But in reality, everybody has their fights within siblings, within marriages, and most of them, a high percentage do end in divorce. But I think in the ultimately, it does make families stronger. As a kid, if your parents might have gone through trouble, you can grow up and together it'll make you guys stronger as siblings. So to me, I think the biggest, most important thing that you should describe a family as is strength. No matter if you're having good times or bad times, I think if a family is strong, then it's able to stick together.
I think the ideal family is situational. The idea of like the one perfect thing in America, the social norm, is kind of a myth because it changes, I think, per family and like with whatever they value. So like, for example, my girlfriend has a stay-at-home dad and her mom works all the time, so it's like it really however you work it out.
I think that the ideal family consists of a partnership where the two people love each other, and where everyone is able to overcome struggles together.
One that's loving and caring and accepts the other person's interests regardless of race, gender, color, what have you. I was raised by two women, so it doesn't really matter to me what the orientation of the